Welcome back to the AHA method. I'm Johnny. Today, no rockets, no black holes. Just one ordinary gadget, and a question about it that almost everyone gets wrong. Here's a gadget, made overseas. It costs $100. Now the government puts a 25% tariff on it, a tax on the import. That's $25. Simple question. Who actually pays that $25? And I bet I know your answer. The foreign company pays it, right? That's the whole point of a tariff. You tax them to protect us. It sounds obvious. It's also, mostly, wrong. So, before I say another word, lock in your guess. Who really pays the $25? The foreign seller, the importer, or you? Say it out loud, and drop it in the comments. Let's just follow the money. The gadget crosses the ocean and arrives at the border. Sitting right there is customs, the government's booth. Somebody has to hand over $25 before that box comes through. Watch who. It's the importer, a company in your own country that's bringing a gadget in. They write the check to their own government. The foreign seller, they pay your treasury absolutely nothing. So the very first person to pay a tariff is one of us, not one of them. Okay, but the importer is a business. Do they just quietly eat that $25 out of the goodness of their heart? Of course not. They raise the price on the shelf. So the cost walks right down the chain, from the importer, onto the price tag, through the checkout, and into your wallet. So it's all on you then? Oh, 100%? Actually, not necessarily. And this is where it gets interesting. To explain who truly ends up paying, I called in someone who didn't just study money, he ran it. For 3 decades he was in charge of England's Royal Mint. Please welcome Sir Isaac Newton.
Master of His Majesty's Mint, indeed. 3 decades of it. I chased counterfeiters to the gallows and recoined a kingdom. So believe me when I say, who is told to pay is never quite the same as who pays. Economists even have a name for it. Who is legally told to hand over the tax, and who actually bears its weight, are 2 entirely different questions. The importer signs the check, but the burden can land almost anywhere. Picture the market plainly. Buyers who want the gadget, sellers who make it, meeting at a single agreed price. That is the resting point, before anyone meddles with it. Now, drive the tax in like a wedge. The price the buyer pays rises. The price the seller keeps falls. The gap between them is the tariff, and the government pockets it. Nobody escapes. Both sides give up a little. One tidy line holds the whole idea. The buyer's price minus the seller's price equals the tax. The only question left is how that gap gets shared between them.
So the government's $25 comes partly from me paying more, and partly from the seller getting less? But who gives up more?
Ah, the crux of it. The burden falls on whoever cannot walk away. If you simply must have the thing, and there is no substitute, you will pay nearly the whole tax rather than go without. But if you can shrug and buy something else, the seller must swallow more of it, or lose you altogether. Stubborn buyers pay. Flighty buyers make the seller pay. So the tax settles on the inelastic side, the side that is stuck. That, in one phrase, is the whole secret of who pays. And what do the real numbers say? When America taxed Chinese goods, studies found nearly the entire tax passed straight into American prices. The foreign sellers barely blinked. In the newest round, more than half is landing on buyers, and climbing as the old stockpiles run dry.
So, in real life, it's mostly us. The tax on them is basically a tax on us.
Now the part most people never hear. A tariff is not merely money shuffled from your pocket into the treasury. Look below the wedge, at all the deals that simply stop happening. Trades both sides would gladly have made, now killed by the tax. That vanished value goes to no one. Not to you, not to the seller, not even to the government. It is pure loss. Economists call it the deadweight loss. A tariff doesn't just move the pie around, it shrinks the pie.
Wait, and doesn't it push up prices even on the stuff made right here at home?
It does. With the foreign rival now dearer, the home producer sits under the tariff like an umbrella and quietly lifts his own price too. So you pay more even on the goods stamped made here.
Added up across a whole year of shopping, and independent estimates put the cost of the recent tariffs at somewhere around $1,000 to a couple of $1,000s per house. That's a real bill, and it's got your name on it.
Now let me be fair, for this matters. A tariff is not wickedness. It can shelter a young industry finding its feet, answer another nation that cheats with subsidies, or serve as leverage at the bargaining table. It is a tool with genuine uses. But never confuse the two questions. Who should pay a tariff is a matter of politics, and honest people may differ. Who does pay it is a matter of arithmetic, and the arithmetic rarely lies.
So when someone promises we'll make them pay, the bill usually lands right back on us.
More often than not, yes. Tax the foreigner is in the main a tax upon your own buyers, plus a little value quietly burned away for no one at all.
Let me get the chain straight. The importer pays at the border, passes it to me at the till, and whoever can't walk away eats the most, usually us. Plus the lost trades, plus higher prices at home.
You have it exactly. So the next time a tariff is promised as a punishment for someone far away, ask one quiet question. Which side of this bargain cannot walk away? That tells you who truly pays.
Here's my question for you. Knowing all this, should a country ever use tariffs anyway? And for what? I genuinely want to know, so tell me in the comments. Thank you, Mr. Newton. And thank you for watching. If this made tariffs, finally click, hit like and subscribe. It truly helps the channel. See you in the next one. Goodbye.